Welcome to another episode of Gualla's Garage. Today we have I think it's a 2009 Nissan Altima 2.5 liter. And today we're going to be replacing the step motor. Not really sure what the step motor does, just know it needs to be replaced. Get down up under here. So this is your kids transmission cover. Yet again, I'm not really familiar with the lingo. Just, but this I have to remove. These are 10mm bolts. I think the guy said 12 to 14 of them. I'm not sure. There, don't quote me on that. But I have to remove those. Okay, I have to remove those. But first, I want to go ahead and drain this. Thank God, hers has a drain plug on hers, because the majority of these don't have that no more. So that's always great. Alright, so let's get started. We're back. And so now that we have the transmission cover off, we get to the throttle body. The throttle body has a series of bolts in it that you have to remove in order to drop it. Now, you do not have to remove, and you should not remove all of the bolts, or you would destroy your throttle body and end up having to buy a new one. I have put that disclaimer out there, so if you do it and don't listen, that's on you. Okay, but so it's a series, and I actually downloaded the diagram. If I can figure out how to do it, I will actually post it somewhere on this video. But from my understanding, you have to remove this oil filter right here, and then you have to basically remove the outer bolts in order to get it to drop, and then you'll be able to drop the whole throttle body. You will have to also remove this, I think he said it's a 14mm nut, and then take that off, and that will, I got some transmission fluid on my phone just now. And then that will expose these two bolts right here that you also have to take off. So let's get to it. All right. Yes, it's been one of those where you gotta be like, God damn, then I gotta put it back in. It's one of those type jobs. I actually got transmission oil in my damn case. Ain't that some shit? But anyways, back to the project. So we now have the whole throttle body dropped. The new piece is right there. So this is the piece we're replacing. This is the step motor. This little itty bitty motherfucker right here is the step motor. All that work just to get to this little piece right here. All I got to do now is just pop off these two Allen wrenches and pop this clip out, put the new one on, attach it, and we should be good to go. All right, I'm back. All right. After a very, 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 very difficult and arduous task, it is now complete. The only thing left for me to do is to put that cover back on. And folks, we are done. All I have to do is fill it back up with some CVT fluid, and we are out of here, folks. I'm so happy this is done, because this has been a very, very trying time. Thank you for tuning in to Gualla's Garage. Goodbye, folks. It's late, and I know it's late. This is the last part of this episode. I am here with a happy customer. As you can plainly see, the car is accelerating, I think. Yeah, we on the road. We're gonna wait till we get a little straightaway. Then we'll be able to accelerate, and you can actually see. Yeah.
What up, cops we seeing down here?
Ain't bad. Ain't gonna be down here. Not bad. But this is the last part of this episode.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
You're welcome. And this is another episode of Gualla's Garage. I know y'all can't see me, but this is it. So,
I thought that was going to be the end of that episode, but I have to say this before I end this episode. Please, please make sure you put enough CVT or fluid back into the transmission or it will not work. Let me repeat. If you do not put enough CVT fluid back into the transmission, it will not work. It might be SVT. It's one of the two. But that fluid that you got to put back in there, make sure you at least put 6 quarts, if not more. It calls for 8 to fill it back up, but at least put 6 quarts for it to work. Because you just put 2 quarts, it will not work. Okay, now this is the end of another episode of Gualla's Garage. Good night.